Greetings, my friends. I am Gilles Mancillon. I wanted to say hello. Before anything, I wanted to make a note. I received many emails from YouTube to say that with no explanation whatsoever, that they're gonna restrict my ability to post things on YouTube. So I'm trying to contact them, but they haven't responded. Maybe it is because my IDs, but I deposited a book with a copyright to some of those IDs at the Library of Congress in America in 2003, because a lot of people are putting like, it's like, I have an idea and it's like my idea, but it's something that an old philosopher said before in antiquity, and they don't even know about that. So they said, it's my idea, and so they put a flag on, or it's maybe because the art, maybe because the music, I'm not really sure. So if I'm not able to put that, continue this channel on YouTube, I thank you very much to subscribe on my Telegram channel. It's Gilles Mancillon. It's I'm going to be posting directly there if I have no choice, but and I'll look for other platform. Although I like YouTube, it's not reciprocate. They don't reciprocate this love, but so it is. So we'll see. I'm going to still try to post these videos today. Hopefully they will work. Otherwise, you'll find me on my Telegram channel. So I wanted to discuss a few ideas, but first, if this channel can stay open, I thank you for subscribing, for liking, for sharing, and for commenting, as well as for your donations. It's really helpful to me right now. And I wanted to say that no matter what we're looking at in life or thinking of, it is a part and aspect of God. It is part of the truth. It is part of the one. But it's because it all exists within the glorious creation of the Creator. God has created all kinds of things for tools for growth and evolution. So there is the pure and the impure, the good and the evil, the profane and the sacred, the high and the low, the dark and the light. So we have to be lucid in discerning and choosing always that which we know is the highest road. But even those who take the middle road or the low road will also make it back to the source. There is no other place to go at the end. It just will take a lot longer. So the source is the source reality. The paradise is the ultimate destination. It is the primal origin and final destiny of all spirit personalities. The challenge in this world is of contrast, is to look at all things through the eyes of love. Certain things are not easy to look through the eyes of love, but to feel the unity of all, and to acquire the wisdom to utilize all circumstances and experiences as bridge to transcendence, not to break the contract, not to try to force anything out, but to transcend, to learn the lesson from the experience. So what we seek is inner peace and the fulfillment of our highest destiny. And for that, we need to return to center. We need to be heart-centered as often, and to become perspicacious, to be able to understand what Spirit is trying to tell us through feelings and experiences. Always follow the higher guidance. At first, it is a dance. We move one step forward, one step backward, two steps forward, one step backward. But eventually, we want to be unidirectional in our thoughts, not to allow anything to contradict this flow of the divine will within ourselves. For we have those two parts, the human and the divine, in associations. The human part mission is to align to the higher intelligence, the love of God, the will of God, and the wisdom of God, or the power of God. And the divine is to guide us. The divine part of ourself is guiding us. It is working through all of our shortcomings, our weaknesses, our traumas, to eventually, at the end, create. Bring us to ascend. Our spirit personality can ascend from the material world of duality to the glory of the unified field of the eternal Creator, the eternal God, eventually becoming one, being face to face with our Godhead. For I've met my Godhead, I've met my soul once, my Godhead twice, and every time it's like, please don't leave me here. I want to stay with you, and but it's such magnificent. It is beyond words. And eventually we'll be able to fuse, to know that we are it, we are that source, we are the Creator, we are the one we seek. And so, because God is always singular, but always plural at the same time. There is only one God, but there's many, many facets of personality in all dimensions. So, and then eventually we'll return to the primordial God, the very center of infinity. So it is because life is a mystery. It reveals things are not always obvious. The reason why things happen a certain way at the time it happens. So, but there is always a higher reason, a meaning for everything that reveals itself in time. Spirit is telling me that what will happen is not what I think. So I'm open to surprises. I welcome the change. It's important to accept the uncomfortable situation as time, sometimes as karmic lessons. When the lesson is learned, things will change. So it's not about trying to force yourself out, because if we do, it will reinforce it, and the lesson will come up in another way. So it is about allowing transcending, finding the transcendent, finding the it's like the butterfly will naturally come out of the cocoon when it's the time. It doesn't need to force anything when it's ready to do so. So it's about also being grateful for the lesson we've learned through the experiences. Well, my friends, I hope you're having a good day. It's like it's a bit bothering if I can show place those videos, but maybe I will. And maybe it's just a misunderstanding. For the card of the day is the soulmates, to be attuned to your soul and to know who you feel you resonate with, and there is a coming together of soulmates. And the card of the Akash for today, soulmates, the bride and groom. So it is a romantic time, something, a promise that is coming, something is coming in the romantic aspect of life. I'm going to show some paintings. Thank you very much for your support. It's very, very kind and generous, and I really appreciate it. Those are they're very unique paintings. So they're just little abstract paintings, acrylic on watercolor paper. It's a bit different. And those were very similar. I kind of like, I tried to make some blue, red, and yellow, the primary colors. But I wanted to introduce some dynamism because they were a little bit too, they were a bit too static. I wanted to, so I did. Brought some action into them. Hopefully I'll be able to place those videos. Otherwise, I will place them on my Telegram channel. I thank you so much for not to forget to subscribe there if you want to stay in touch with me, because I do believe those channels will. Telegram is very freedom of speech, and so it will stay open there, and I'll be able to communicate there if nothing else. So the card of the day is temperance. To always keep the light part of ourselves dominant, not to be extreme, to keep things in balance. The higher wisdom is justice. We're going to get justice. It's like there is all kinds of injustice that's been going on in the world, but the goddess of justice will return, and this divine justice will settle things. It is all happening. There is all kinds of things going on behind the scene that are just as much on the political and public stage, just on the energetic stage. It's already happening. Hasn't been publicized yet, but it will be. The higher what we need to understand is optimism. We're very optimistic in relationship to what we see is coming. It's going to be wonderful. What we need to do is to continue to cultivate our dreams. Dream big, continue to project, to feel, to expand your vision and your dreams. And the outcome is adversity. It's adversity. We have to accept the adversity, and it's a challenge to be light and joy and to stay tuned to the goodness of who we are, the truth and beauty. And after that, we're going to be able to, once we traverse that, we're going to have the globe of creation. We're going to be authentic, more authentic even, and we'll find love. So it's all there. It's about trying to accept and have gratitude for the lessons and all those things that we've been through. I hope this message was interesting for you. Hopefully, I will see you soon. I'll see you again, and I'll talk to you later. Namaste.